DK blind picked B. Genji needed to respond by selecting Aatrox jungle and a support like Rel, Leona, or Seraphine. Pantheon was a very weak pick, and they had also revealed their top laner too early. To punish this, DK should have locked in Kled or Vladimir early, alongside a support. Instead, they revealed their bot lane at an unnecessary moment. The best options for Genji would have been Seraphine in the first phase and Ashe in the second phase. However, rather than picking their bot lane, they revealed their mid laner first. With Syndra banned, the optimal choices for DK were Wei mid and Kled top. Jax was not an ideal pick, as he is heavily countered by Ryze and Pantheon, while picking Locke was undoubtedly a fatal error given how severely the champion has been nerfed. Meanwhile, Genji picked Ezreal instead of Ashe, a choice with far less synergy with Seraphine. DK blind picked Cassiopeia. To punish this pick, the optimal strategy for Genji would have been to select Syndra alongside a support champion. Instead, they made a grave error by picking Orianna, a very weak choice in this context. Next, DK needed to round out their bot lane duo with Elise and Tristana. While Camille was a decent alternative, revealing their jungler this early was certainly ill-advised. To exploit this, a stroke of genius for Genji would have been a Darius jungle pick, synergizing perfectly with Bard's magical journey, paired with Kog'Maw in the bot lane. Caitlyn would have been a terrible choice, as she lacks the DPS to take down the opponents, Camille and Lee Sin. Ultimately, they sealed their own fate by picking Xin Zhao, a champion that struggles immensely against Cassiopeia. To complete the team composition, ideal picks for DK would have been Volko's bot lane and Gangplank top lane to balance their damage output. Victor and Gnar were acceptable, if not perfect, choices. For Genji, the correct move here was to pick Ornn to bolster their frontline. Instead, they completely threw the game with a selection that made victory impossible. Genji blind picked Syndra. DK's precise counter picks were Fizz and Maokai support. Revealing both their top and bot picks at this stage was undoubtedly a fatal error by DK. Genji should lock in Aurelia and Kog'Maw to capitalize on this mistake. Kalista isn't a bad choice, but the support pick should be Thresh, who is incredibly strong on patch 26.16. Renata is definitely a poor option. DK didn't miss the chance to punish their opponent by picking Neilio. However, compared to Fizz, Ahri is a much weaker choice in this situation. Genji has three options for the top lane: Ornn, Mundo, or Aurelia. Ornn is the best choice. If they lock him in, the jungler should be Shyvana. Gragas isn't a reliable tank, nor does he offer the same counter matchup potential as Aurelia, making him a bad choice, whereas Wukong would be a solid pick. For DK, the optimal choice is Trundle to bolster the frontline and directly counter Wukong. Maokai is also an excellent option.